What is going on, boys and girls? It's Julian here, back here with a brand new video, and today we are bringing you a squad builder around the player of the month, Mohamed Salah. You see it at the top of your screen right now. But I'm doing it differently today. I'd run through the team, go into a couple of games live, but I've done it differently. I've actually post-conned some FUT Champs Qualifiers. I got all the way to the final, which you can see 16 games of 20. Well, that makes 4. So I got all the way to the final, but I'll get into the clips now. I post-con them, we'll come back, talk about how the team did, and yeah, having a good time. But this team looks, decent. There's Hezzy Lingard. As soon as I saw him, I had to buy him. Van Dijk, again, well, I didn't say buy him, had to get him. I had to get Van Dijk as well, and then the rest of them are like my Prem team. I just moved them around a little bit. I don't have any other goalkeeper but 4-star. So I just chucked him in there. I'm very low on coins because of the whole FUTmas SBCs. So yeah, I spent a bit too many coins on those. But yeah, let's get into the clips for the 4 games that we did play, and I'll talk about how the team did when we're done. Right guys, opponent number 1 in today's episode brings us a pretty decent side. He's got a couple of FUTmas cards in there, in Carroll and in Lingard. For some reason he's playing Ibra as a right forward. Don't know why, and he's got player of the month Mane. Other than that, very bogged down, a very basic team. But we struggled straight away. He comes up with a shot, really poor clearance. He picks up the ball with Andy Carroll here on the edge of the box, through to Kukoviak, over Sanchez. Lingard pops up out of nowhere with a long shot, putting us 1-0 down in 9 minutes. Wasn't a best start, I have to say. And he got even worse. Ibrahimovic picks up the ball here, nice bit of dribbling, hold up play, waiting for the run of one of his defenders, or midfielder, sorry, and it was Kukoviak of all people, put him 2-0 up. So we looked like we were going out straight away, but nice tackle here. Salah picks up the loose ball, over to Bakayoko. Lingard through to Costa. Nice little touch and a good finish. Bottom corner puts us back in the game at 2-1. One a bad start, I have to say. Pick up the ball here with Jesse Lingard, over to Costa. Lingard is in acres of space, and he has got 88 long shots, and that is amazing. Such an amazing finish, 2-2. And then on the 45th minute, we pick up the ball here with Mohamed Salah, who just blitzes past John Stones. No one's catching him. He slows it down. Clinical, low driven, 3-2. Lovely stuff. Really well performed by us, I have to say. Poor clearance again by us here. Mane picks up the ball. He transfers it back to Lingard, who puts the ball in the back of the net, in the back of an empty net, I should say, for 3-3. So it was looking a bit of an end-to-end game. Pick up the ball here with Costa, nice bit of strength. Lingard has the ball, he gets tackled, but he just carries on going, keeps going, and finesses the ball past keeper to put us back in the lead at 4-3. 90th minute comes up, and we pick up the ball here with Lingard. Nice header to Salah. I don't know what he was doing with his defenders there, but Salah chips the keeper very nicely and puts us 5-3 up for the first win of the episode into the second round of FUT Champs. A very bog standard Serie A side. El Shaarawy, Cuadrado. He's got the frozen Silva. He's got a decent midfield, well, an alright midfield. He's got an alright defence as well, but I felt confident as long as this guy wasn't a ridiculous player. Pick up the ball here with Costa. Nice pass over to Salah. Back to Costa. Back to Salah. And we are 1-0 up in 31 minutes. It took us quite a while to score, actually. I think I was just banging long shots just for fun of it, because he wasn't actually that good of an opponent. Costa puts the ball over to Salah. Nice bit of hold-up play. Tries to tramp it over. Gets the ball back, and we're 2-0 up. We absolutely routed this guy. We went mental. Salah picks up the ball here off a nice through ball. Nice bit of dribbling, running at the defender. I stop, wait for Costa, and Costa puts the ball in the back of the net, and we're 3-0 up. This game, we literally went absolutely ballistic in terms of goals. Dembele picks up the ball. Valencia, nice run. Pardon me, he is a fantastic fullback. Salah puts the ball after loose shots. I don't know, just scrappy play, I should say. We're 4-0 up. Absolutely ridiculous, it just kept getting better and better. At this point, I wasn't really playing properly. I was sort of half paying attention. Fantastic cross in by Salah on his weak foot, and a good header by Lingard puts us 5-0 up. Yeah, this team is ridiculous. Salah is an amazing card. I will get into detail with him later. That is a fantastic goal by Jesse Lingard, I have to say. 6-0, fantastic long shot. But yeah, Salah's a ridiculous card. If I had the coins, I'd definitely pick him up. He's got great low drivens, as you can see there. And I mean, 7-0 up in 66 minutes. I sort of got bored a little bit, left it. 80th minute, Lingard picks up the ball, and he just not stopped. That is a wonderful run, and he puts us 8-0 up, and that is how the game did end. And we do go into the third round of a nice bit of momentum. Come up against a 4-1-2-1-2-2 Premier League team. He's got the footless Carroll and Lingard again. He's got himself Defoe in form at Cam. He's got Musa, just a normal card, and the rest of the team is very sweaty and boxed down. To pick up the ball here with Salah. Wait for the run of. I was actually waiting for Rose, but went to Lingard, Rose, tried to get the ball away, bounces back to Salah. Salah's there to put the ball in the back of the net in 2 minutes, putting us 1-0 up. I felt like confident, great start. 2 minutes later, picks up the ball here with Alberto Moreno, low crossover to Musa, puts the ball in the back of the net for 1-1. So this was an end-to-end game of epic proportions, I have to say. Dembele picks up the ball here, cross it over to Musa at the back post, very poor clearance by myself, and Andy Carroll gets his big old head on the ball to put him in the lead. You know, it was quite a difficult game. He was a very good opponent. Took us to the second half to actually get a second goal. Salah with a good cross into Costa. Somehow he gets his head on the ball, but he does, and we do go back into the game at 2-2. We put Carrasco through, who we brought on as a substitute, through here, puts the ball over to Carroll, and Carroll puts him back in the lead. So like I said, end to end of epic proportions, because there was just goals for days. Costa picks up the ball here off a nice pass by Lingard, makes his way over to Valencia, who puts the ball in the back of the net for 3-3. So everyone's getting involved in the scoring. Lingard picks up the ball here, nice bit of hold up play, waits for Salah. Salah blitzes past all the defenders. Very weak shot, but we do get the ball in the back of the net for 4-3. Got a corner here with Lingard in the 85th minute. What a cross, and what a header by Bailly. Puts him on the score sheet and puts us 5-3 up. I was feeling confident at this point. But doesn't EA just love a kick-off goal? He brought on Sané as a sub. He just goes on a run. Puts the ball over to Carrasco, who just chips it over to Carroll. Carroll heads it in the back of the net for 5-4. I felt like I was going to lose, but luckily we kept it. Well, got a draw, but luckily we kept it on, and we went into the final against this team. He had Mbappe, Martial, and Alessandrini. He had Costa, Bakayoko, and he had the footless Antonio at cam. Bailly and Azpilicueta at the back, and this guy went part of the bus from the start. I mean, it was difficult to get past. Salah picks up the ball, really good bit of dribbling here, just absolutely ridiculous, fantastic finish. He was amazing. I messaged this guy sort of having a little moan and a dig about him parking the bus, and he told me he went defensive and counter-attack, which I definitely don't believe, because he had like 5 defenders back at once. He scores in the second half, 40th minute. I think it was Mbappe that scored, puts him 1-1, and you know, at this point I was absolutely battering this guy. He has a corner, puts it to the front, keeper saves it, went straight to his attacker, and I'm 2-1 down. 90th minute, pick up the ball here with Salah on his weak foot, and we put the ball in the back of the net. We're at 2-2 into extra time, and I felt quite confident because within 6 minutes of extra time, Lingard, fantastic crossover, Salah's there for his hat-trick, putting the ball in the back of the net with a fantastic volley, so I felt confident. And then apparently that's a penalty. I don't see how that's a penalty. You know, Mbappe just sort of ran into him. Don't see it's a penalty whatsoever. He sets up with Costa, and our keeper got his hand on the ball as he fell, and we didn't save it. I wasn't very impressed. He brought Son on as a sub. He was open, and yeah, we lost it. I lost my head. I got very irritated. I lost my head, and we ended up conceding quite a few goals. Mbappe breaking through here. He champs it over to Big Alki, who's one of those cheap rubbish informs. But he brought on. We do get one final goal, but unfortunately we do lose the final, and we are not in the entry to the weekend league. Good goal by Costa, but we lost, unfortunately. Right guys, that was irritating to lose the final, especially like that, because I feel like we played fantastically, absolutely dominated, and I just got caught because you parked the bus. You know, that's the way it went. But the team didn't play too bad. Forster was decent. For a 79 rated keeper, he makes some good saves. Obviously, the defence is absolutely ridiculous in Valencia, who's insane. I think did he score a goal? 1 goal, 2 assists in 4 games. Mad goal. Bailly did score a header, puts him up to 4 in 67. Van Dijk was very decent. He's got a fantastic free kick as well. Like 75 accuracy, which is mad. Rose, everyone knows how good Rose is. The only thing that irritates me about is his positioning. He does bugger off up the pitch and leave me a bit bare at the back. Midfield is so good, you know, I just love this team. And in my main team at the minute, I've got these two, because it's a bit of a hybrid at the moment, but Herrera has been knocked out by Jesse Lingard. I mean, 5 goals, 5 assists in 4 games. That guy is mad. Absolute ridiculous player. I mean, 88 long shots. He's ridiculous. Diego Costa, fantastic player. 14 goals and 17 assists in 14 games. Love this guy. He's so good. And the final player, obviously the man of the video, Mohamed Salah, scored 11 goals and got 4 assists in 4 games. This guy is absolutely world-breaking. He is so good. The only reason I haven't done his SBC is because he's guaranteed higher rate cards. You know, that's why I've done some of the Football SBCs, because Lingard probably won't get a high rate card. Van Dijk probably won't get a high rate card. Yet Salah is playing so well this year. He is guaranteed like a 95 rated team of the season. So I'm gonna try and wait and see if I can pack him. You know, and I know this is a cool untradeable card to have, but like I said, he's probably gonna get a couple more informs along the way. and he's got his ones to watch as well. So I mean, he is decent, but obviously I don't want to spoil it just before with regards to his games, in-game stats, because we'll see the goals I scored with him. But I mean, just look at the dark greens across the board here. 96 acceleration and sprint speed. He's rapid. 98 attacker positioning, which is like one of the best in the game. I don't think there's anyone that's got 98 or 99. It's ridiculous. 94 finishing, such a clinical finisher. Shot power is decent. His volleys are decent. His short passing is fantastic. His vision is decent. He's got great agility. He's got great reactions, ball control and dribbling, stamina. This guy is just a monstrous card. If you do have that 250k, it does cost to go out and pick him up. I would highly recommend doing so. If not, do what I did. I don't think you can actually. I think it may have expired. I think it expires today. So it's going out for Friday. It expires on Friday. That you won't be able to get him after 6 o'clock. So by now you probably won't be able to get him by the time you see this video. But if you did pick him up, great shout. He's fantastic. He is so good. I really would recommend picking him up if you do possibly can. If not, go for his 86 striker. I'm pretty sure that's just as good because he does me all the time. But I'm going to leave the video there, boys. I hope you have all enjoyed. As always, links down to Twitter and Instagram in the description below. Go down there, drop me a follow, drop a like on the video, and drop a sub if you're new around here. Till next time, guys, have an amazing day, have an amazing weekend, and have a fantastic Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone, and I love you all. Until next time, guys, have a fantastic day. Like I just said, see you later. Bye.